Alright everyone, well we now have the full information about this week's coming update, including the new banner, and the new unit is going to be Green Giant DIANE, and I wanted to get into the information behind Green Giant DIANE, her skills, her abilities, but also answering the question, do you pull or do you skip? And just to give you guys the basic version here at the start, it is 100% totally okay to skip out on this banner. Now, she's got some interesting skills here. Her specialty really is going to be all about farming and PvE, because she does have two AoE skill cards, as well as, of course, DIANE's AoE ultimate, but you know, that's really her main specialty right here. You can even see in the unit rating on the actual database, it's really mostly geared towards PvE farming. And with the crazy release of banners that we've actually had lately, you know, pulling just on dedicated Green Giant DIANE just for another farmer, that's going to be very difficult to do for a lot of people. So I will say, those of you guys who are free to play, this is going to be a skip for sure. There are going to be so many other banners coming out in the future that you're going to want to save your gems for, and you know, with everything we've had lately, it's just not realistic to put a bunch of gems into this banner right now. Now, if you guys are light spenders, that's going to be still a decision that you're going to have to make, but I would probably still also lean more towards you know, not going to pull, especially with lately. You know, me personally, I will go ahead and let you guys know that I am going to be skipping on this banner. I might have actually done a few pulls if I got lucky and I got Red Escanor early last banner, but the thing is, I made the decision, possibly regrettably so, to really go crazy on Red Coin Shop Escanor, and it took me so many gems to get him over 1,000, and because of that, my gem reserve is lower than I would expect it to be, and I really don't want to spend gems on the Green Giant DIANE banner. So normally I wouldn't have gone crazy or anything like that, but I might have done like one rotation or so, and this is coming from somebody who does spend, you know, a decent amount on the game. I'm not a hyper whale or anything like that, but I'm definitely a spending player. But now, because of my luck lately, and just with the crazy amount of banners that we've had lately, I'm going to decide to completely skip out. Now, those of you guys who do want to summon, why would you want to summon on this banner? First of all, if DIANE is just your favorite character in the game, then I don't think anybody is going to stop you at that point, and that's totally fine. You know what, at the end of the day, the most important thing is to enjoy the game, and if that means having and playing your favorite characters, that is absolutely 100% okay. And it's not like she's terrible or anything like that. She's actually a pretty solid farmer, so if you are missing a farmer in your team, it's totally okay to at least try to do a few pulls to get her. Now, I'll also be interested to see what other units actually come on her banner besides just the, you know, rate up of her. And honestly, it might be a little bit more tempting if they actually throw in some other good units into this banner, because, you know, she's probably not as desirable as a unit herself, so I'm kind of hoping to offset that. They might put in some other units in the banner, whereas like Red Escanor, his banner, like if you actually go through here, and I'll show you guys, going to the draw menu, like because everyone's just gonna pull just for Escanor himself because he's Escanor and he's a really, really good unit, like the other stuff that they had in the banner was, you know, not super insane, right? So I'm kind of hoping that's a little bit different with the, you know, Green Giant DIANE, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see until the actual banner is released. But if you're missing a farmer, that's another reason as well. Now, I don't know if she is, you know, like one of the top farmers. I'm sure probably the Pen Pierce team, you know, might be able to farm a little bit quicker, but it all really depends. Like if you're using Reinhardt, you know, he's a pretty solid SR farmer. She could definitely fit in a lot of farming teams because she does have those two AoE farming cards. And as well, very importantly, a big distinction between a unit like her and Reinhardt is she also has the AoE ultimate, which is really nice because when Reinhardt activates his ultimate, it's only single target, so that could slow down your farming runs a little bit. So getting into the exact details here though, her first card is just quite simply damage, which is kind of nice for farming, right? It doesn't have any additional debuffs that you might not necessarily get the full use of, so you just get extra damage by the higher rank up. So 150% AoE, 225% for the rank 2, 375% for the rank 3. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Now, her second card here starts off at 140% damage, so a little bit less than her first card. Then her second card actually increases the damage a little tiny bit, but it adds that cancel stances, so an AoE as well. And then the third is going to significantly increase the damage up to 250% and also keeps that cancel stances. So DIANE's ultimate, of course, is one of the hardest hitting AoE ultimates in the game. 525% right there. It can go up to 790% if you have her maxed out, or an additional 75% added there with the link support, and she doesn't have anything crazy added on top of it, so you just have like a really crazy, really high multiplier, hard-hitting AoE. So getting into her passive now, increases all allies' defense-related stats by 10% per debuff on the hero. So a bit of additional survivability here and there. It's interesting, it's decent, it's definitely not the worst passive at all. You will occasionally end up getting some benefit from this. It's nice that it's defense related stats too, so you also get that resistance, and crit defense, which is even more survivability. So pretty nice. You know, it is situational though, right? That's the thing, is you're not always going to get the benefit from her passive. Sometimes you will, and sometimes you won't. But yeah, her main use really is for farming, and if she is your favorite unit though, go for it. But most people, you could definitely feel a-okay about skipping out on this banner. So now let's get into a little bit of the other stuff here in this actual update and maintenance notes that we didn't have in the early version, because in the early version I talked a lot about the Hammer of Visel 100% success rate event, and I am super excited about this. I have been farming gold pretty much all day long today in boss battles, and I am going to be farming even more, of course, with Fort Solgris. This is going to not only actually give you a 100% success rate on your hammers, because they do have a chance to fail, but it should also come with the part of the event that actually increases your chances when it comes to, let me show you guys. If I go to shop here, and I go to the equipment draw, it should also increase your chances of pretty much everything in the SSR category. So that includes hammers, of course, which will have double the chances, awakening stones, the 5-star ones, double the chances, and then all the gear. So a lot of people kind of forget about that, but hey, doing equipment gear draws actually could save you quite a bit of time of just having to go out there and farm free quests for gear sets as well. So you should also have double the chances to get that. And don't forget that you also, while doing equipment draws, you're getting a bunch of anvils as well. So great and efficient time to use your gold, but make sure that you at least save a little bit for, you know, just stuff that you need to do when it comes to working on your units, like awakening, working on gear, so on and so forth. But I'm probably going to spend 100 million gold. That's right, 100 million gold later tonight. Might record it, put it out, and see, so you guys can actually see the results of what I end up getting from that. But super excited. There's some other stuff here. So we already got into the new hero. New events. There's 2 other events here as well, which I didn't really talk about too much yesterday. The Limit Break Material Exchange event. Now, I'm not 100% sure exactly what that is. I'm guessing they had it on the JP version of the game, so those of you guys who are JP players might be a little bit more familiar with this, but just based off of the name here, I'm going to take an educated guess that it's going to allow you to exchange certain of your Limit Break boss materials for others. Now, I could be wrong about that, but that's what I'm getting a sense of here from the actual name. But then this middle one here is the Deathmatch Rate Up event. Now, this one here, I believe we've actually had this before with the 100-day celebration. And what it actually does is, I want to say, it gives you more of the actual boss materials when you actually play through a deathmatch. So that's really nice. And actually, this coming week, I don't know if this is going to last for 1 week or 2. My guess would be that these are all going to last for 2 weeks here. This is going to be a really good time if you guys are short on boss materials to not only make sure that you guys are doing all of your daily boss runs here, which this is something that I honestly just do pretty much every single day anyway, especially when we have half stamina for boss battles right now, but also not a bad time to, if you need extra materials, to join friend boss runs as well. Remember, the perk of doing that is you don't actually have to pay the stamina price yourself. So really nice, and there should actually be a ton of them going off, so make sure that you guys actually have your notifications for those on if you're interested. I always usually turn them off for videos, or else it could get really annoying here. So this deathmatch invitation setting right there, and gonna be a good opportunity in order to farm boss materials. So let's see here. So Deathmatch Trade Up event, Limit Break Material event, Hammer of Visel event. We talked about all that. growth event. So there's going to be a new growth event. Very last chance here. It might be too late by the time that you guys are watching this video, but of course, Jericho growth events is going away here. So if you guys haven't done it, again, it might be too late at this point, but just make sure to... I accidentally actually skipped out on one of these, and I feel really bad because I missed out like 4 SSR pendants, maybe even 5. It was the Bond one, and I just totally forgot. I didn't get around to it, and this is not really a menu that you look at very often, so it's really easy to forget about this. So make sure that you guys keep an eye on this. Either do it at the very start of the week, do it at the end of the week. Super easy to forget about this, so keep an eye on those because the rewards from them are really, really good as well. Alright, new bundles. Purchase limit reset for special upgrade bundles. Special upgrade bundle 1, special upgrade bundle 2. So that's pay-to-play stuff. If you guys are free-to-play, don't have to worry about that at all. More heroes with engravings. Helbram, Gustav, and Ruin. Very interesting there. I think the interesting unit is Helbram. We'll have to see if this makes, you know, Helbram, Kingbram actually come back a little bit. I don't see it too often right now, I'll be honest. It seems like it's not really one of the more run team compositions for now, but that could absolutely change, especially with Helbram getting his gear. Draw pool additions, of course, because we are not having the Red King banner anymore. Red King is now being added to Part 2 normal draw, Part 2 guaranteed SSR draw, and the race draw 2. I did not get Red King, so I actually will need to try to eventually get him from some other draw in the future. Let's see, weapon exchange ticket adjustment, usage period increased, okay, and then ending events and bundles, King of Fairies pickup draw, that's Red King, early summer discount bundle, Jericho's one-shot training defense, item shop stamina BOGO event, but it's being renewed, right? And then welcome Elizabeth costume bundles. So that is everything with the notes right there, all the information about Green Giant DIANE. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to be doing any summons on this banner, or are you guys going to be skipping out? And that's pretty much going to be it for the video for today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you did and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a quick like as well. It really means a lot, so thank you to all of you guys to do that. And more Grand Cross Global videos should be popping up on the screen right about now, or in the suggested videos to right below. Feel free to check them out, but if not, until next time, take care everyone. This is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.